Hello everyone. We are going to get started on our tutorial. So we are going to start working on page 1. So page 1, you have a plain back sign minus this, which basically is, let me find it. Okay, which is basically this, just a plain portion of it. When you flip it inside, flip it open, you have two pockets. So the pockets are going to look like this. Okay? When we do this page, this is made out of a 12 by, this section right here is made out of a 12 by 12. The back side of this is attached to page 2. So this whole section right here is all of page 1. So what we need is our designs that we're going to have, and then we are going to have, you're going to need 10 pages of 12 by 12 paper. So what we're going to do is, I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're going to score. Let's see if I can get this in just in the right view. So we're going to score it 6 inches at the top, all the way down. We're going to spin it around, and we're going to score it 6 inches all the way down. Then when we get to this part, we are going to make a little tick mark at the 6 inches, right in the middle, and then a little tick mark at 6 1/8. You're going to do it down here on the bottom, make a tick mark at 6 and 6 1/8. And then what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line or put it in your trimmer, and you're going to cut those two lines off. So you are going to be left with a piece that looks, let's take these out. These I had already glued on for a previous video a while back. So basically what you're going to have is, well, we'll do it. We'll have to cut it. You'll have a little 1/8 of a strip here, and then you're going to draw a line from corner to corner, and then draw a line from corner to corner. Okay? So let's do that now. So we're going to move this out of the way. We're going to get one of our 12 by 12s. We're going to score at 6 inches. Oops. Okay, score at 6 inches. We're going to turn it around. We're going to score at 6 inches again. Now we are going to take our pencil and get our ruler. Fine one, sorry about that. Alright. What I always do is I put this at the 6-inch spot, so that way I know that it's even. Okay? So we are at the 6-inch mark. We are going to take our pencil and we are going to draw a line at 6 inch and at the 1/8. So 6 1/8 and 6 inches. Do the same thing down here. Put it on the 6 inch. Make a mark. And then one at 6 1/8. Now what you're going to do is you can draw a line from your, let's see where you have, right here, the 2 marks, and then draw a line to your 2 marks down here. So you can do that. I'm just going to use my trimmer. So we are going to put that inside. And let's see if I can find the little mark. I got the cough today, I don't know why. Alright, so we're going to cut that off till we get to the 6-inch mark. Okay? Not quite straight, but we can fix that. Okay, and then we're going to take it to the 6 1/8. And we're going to cut that. So now, you will have a little mark here. I'm going to cut that off. And we didn't quite get all the way up to the top. That's okay. We're going to cut that a little bit. It's easier just to do the line and then just cut on the line. Because I can see that I did not get right on that 6-inch mark. So I'm just going to cut that off. Okay, cut that off. So now you are left with a piece that looks like this. So now you have, oops, can't see. Now you have this little mark right here. Okay, so that's 1/8 of an inch. So this is at 6 and 6 1/8. Okay, now you are going to draw a line from corner to corner. Alright, so now we're going to draw a line from corner to corner. And you're going to do the same thing on this one. Draw a line corner to corner. Okay? Now, you can do two things. You can flip this up. You can not draw the line and bend this forward or back if you want. Same way with this one. Bend it forward. And then if you want, you can always bend this back. The reason why you take that 1/8 of an inch off through here is that way it does not interfere with your score mark. And because I did that one wrong there, I've got to fix that one. So, we're going to take a little bit of time and fix this one. Now we should be good. Now you have a flat surface. So, I'm going to take these off. Cut the little corners off. Now you can do this portion to connect your pockets. You can do two ways. Just finish cutting here. So when you get done cutting these two little pieces, you're going to be left with a piece that looks just like this. Let's move this over a little bit. Okay, so you have a piece that looks just like this. This is going to fold up, this is going to fold up. Now, you can just take your thin strip of glue and put it along these edges right here, one here and one here, and attach it. you can do that. What I did is I made some little hinges on mine, and mine go all the way down on these two. Because this one here, you're going to go ahead and score 1/2 inch on each side. So we're going to do a 1/2 inch here. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to do a 1/2 inch on this side. Okay? And what happened to the other one? So there. Alright, so then we're going to do a 1/2 inch on this side. Flip it over. And do a 1/2 inch on this side. Okay, so that's going to give you a little pocket. We're going to score these and fold them. And then we are going to take our scissors and we're going to cut that corner off to get rid of the bulk. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on this one. We're going to score it, fold it, cut that little corner off. You're going to cut these little sections here off. Okay, and then you're going to cut this one off. Okay, so now you have the two pockets. Now, let's say you wanted to add this. Add a better pocket. You're just going to cut you a 1-inch strip, fold it in half, and then you're just going to glue it on the side of this and then glue it to the side of your paper. And that's going to give you the extra so it goes all the way across. Because if you just glue it to the page itself, you're not going to be able to get all the way to the corner. Well, this one you will, but the back one, if you glue it to the page, you won't be able to get all the way across. Okay? So, I'll give you, like that one I did the little thing. So this one we're going to glue all the way across. So glue out. Put a little dab of glue here on the edge. Or if you've got a little bit of a score tape, you can use that, like the 1/8 of an inch score tape, you can do that. So we're going to put that here. Okay, so we're going to make sure that it's even. I want it sticking out here on the edge over here. I'm going to put a little bit of a thing here so it stays. Fix that down a little bit. We're going to apply a little bit of glue on this one. Put it all over the place instead of on the page. Okay, then we are going to place it onto here. Wipe off any extras. Okay, so now you have that page where you have your pocket. And what I was saying is that if you do it that way, where you glue them down, you're only going to get to this edge right here. So I made the little hinge portion of it, and I'm able to get all the way to the to the corner on this back one. Then you're going to take these two pieces, you're going to apply some glue to the corner. And we're going to attach it the corner here. Okay. There. Dry a little bit. Then you're going to take your last piece and you're going to apply some glue. Fold them over and we're going to apply it onto our page. Alright, so you have page 1 is done. So this piece is going to get attached to the second piece. So you have this one where you can design something here because it's going to be in the front of your book. Open it up and you have 2 pockets. Okay? Now what I would do is before you do glue these down, you'll want to put your pattern paper on first and then glue them down. Okay? So page 1 is done. Once you get done with that, then you can add your other elements that you want to the book. So this is the inside of mine. And I have 2 pockets. And then I flip it over and it goes to page 2. Okay? So page 1 is done. I hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll get started on page 2. Alright, so we are on page 2. I'm going to have my diagram out. You're going to need a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So for this one, we have a flap here. Comes down, there's a pocket. Nice little area here. And then there's a pocket on this side. And then that's the back side of it, which is another plain piece. Okay? So, you're going to take your paper. You're going to score from at 6 inches all the way across. Or all the way down. You're going to turn it around. You're going to score at 6 inches from the top to the 6-inch mark. That middle score line. Then you're going to cut, make a score mark at 5 and 15/16 on this bottom portion here, up to the score line. On this score line, you're going to make a tally mark on the score mark, and then one at 6 and 1/16. Then, you are going to come down here. You're going to mark at 3 inches all the way to the score mark over here at 3 inches. So now that you have your little tally mark here, you're going to connect your 3-inch mark to your 6-inch mark on both sides. So at 15/16 and then at the 6 and 1/16. Okay? So let's do that. So we're going to put our paper inside. So first off, we're going to score at 6 inches. Okay? Then we're going to turn it around. And we are going to score at 6 inches just from the top to the half of the page at 6 inches. Okay? We're going to flip this around, and I think I used my other trimmer on this one, I think. Oh, no, we just used a ruler. Let's see. So, let's put that there. So, 6 inches. So this is going to be, put our ruler inside our portion here, so we know where we're at. So we have a mark at 6 and 1/16, and then 5 and 15/16. Depending on where your thing is, mine starts with the 1 over on this side, and then this side. So if your mark started from over here where the 1 is over here, you're going to mark at 15/16, and then you mark at the 6 and 1/8, or 6 and 1/16. Okay? Now we're going to put this at 6 inches. We're going to make a mark at 3 inches. Mark this one here at 6 inches on that line where you just made. Making sure that it's even. Inches, and then we're going to do 3. Actually, yeah, we're going to do 3. So 3 inches. Then we're going to come back here on the bottom. Like I said, depending on where your ruler is. So we're going to put this on here. So we are going to do the 5 and 15/16 here. Okay, so you can go ahead and score. Put this at the 6-inch mark. Where's my score go? There we go. So I put it at the 6-inch mark. That way I know that it's even. Okay, making sure that this line here, goes at the, depending on where your thing is, it'll be mine is 5 and 15/16. It's like right in the middle there. And then I'm just going to take this, score that, and we're going to score this right down till we get to the 6-inch mark. Okay? So where you put your line out here down in the bottom, you're going to put that at the 6-inch, and then you're just going to score all the way to your 6-inch mark. Okay? So now that we have our line, we are going to connect these 2 lines here. So let's put this back at 6 inches so we know that we're even. And then we are going to cut on that line. Okay. Then we're going to attach these 2 lines together. At the 3-inch. Alright. You can attach this here if you like. So let's see where this one is at. So we'll get past there. We'll get past there. So we're going to cut that off. Alright. So now we're going to take our scissors. We're going to cut on the 3-inch. up to that score line at 5 and 15/16. Okay? Then you're going to cut your 2 lines that are going up and down. Okay, so we got that one. Now we're going to cut this one. Now you have a piece that looks like this. So let's grab our little thing so you can see better. So now this is how your page looks. You cut at the 3-inch mark here on the bottom, and then you cut at the 5, 15/16 and the 6 and 1/16. Okay? Then this one is scored at the 5 and 15/16. So this one gets folded over. Now you will have a hang off over here. That's okay, because you can just fold that over and make that the pocket section. Okay, this one is going to fold up, and you have 2 pockets. So now this one folds up, and the reason why you cut on that 1/16 of an inch on each side is to stay away from the score line in the middle. Okay? Fold that over, and now your page 2 is done. So you can make your little portions here so that way you've got room to put your tags in, or you can just apply your glue right here on the side. Okay? And the same with this one. Put a little bead of glue on the bottom, or make you a gusset or a hinge, whatever you want to call it. Then you're going to take this piece and you're just going to score it and fold it in so that way you have that portion there. So page 2 is done. We'll get started on page 3. Alright, so page 3, we have our design. We have our 12 by 12 paper. And then we have a look at what the finish is going to look like. So, this is the front side of the page, which is here. You flip it open, and you have 2 pockets. So, we have this pocket here, and then you have this cut that's going to go down here on the bottom, and then you have 2 pockets. Now, you can have 2 pockets, or, like I said on that first one, you can actually bend it down and just have another area if you want to do a flip, you know, to have pictures or something on there, you can do that too. So you can do a picture here, and a picture here. So it's up to you. So for this one, we're going to leave it as this and not cut into it. But we are going to make the 2 pockets, and then the other page is blank. Okay? So what you are going to need to do is take your sheet. You're going to score it 6 inches all the way down. Turn it around. You're going to score it 6 inches from the top to the 6-inch mark. You are going to make a tally mark at 5 and 15/16 and 6 and 1/16. Then you're going to make a tally mark at 2, and of course then you're going to connect those. Oh, you're not going to cut those. We're not going to cut them this time. But if you would cut that to make the pocket like this one, then you would cut from corner to corner. Okay? So, first off, what we're going to do is we're going to get our paper into our scoreboard. I think I'm going to zoom out 1. There we go. Alright, so we are going to score at 6 inches. Whoops, I do that every time. Okay, we're going to spin it around. We're going to score at 6 inches just until we get to the 6-inch mark. That other score mark, we're going the other direction. Okay, so 6 inches. There. Now we're going to take our ruler. We are going to mark, we're going to put our mark at the 6 inch. So making sure that your ruler lines up with that 6 inch mark. We're going to take our pencil. We're going to make a mark at 5 and 15/16, and then make a mark at 6 and 1/16. Okay, you're going to come down here. You're going to line up the paper to the edge, making sure that we're straight and that we're even. And then we're going to mark at 5, 15/16, and 6 and 1/16. Okay? Then we're going to mark at 2 inches. Put that on the 6 inch mark there. We're going to mark at 2 inches here. We're going to put this at the 6 inch again. And we're going to mark at 2 inches. Okay? So we're going to take this and we're going to draw up our lines. There's one. There's 2. And there's 3. Okay, and then we're going to not cut that one, so we're going to leave that for a moment. But if you would just cut from this corner here to the corner up here. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors. Why I keep losing my scissors? Alright. So we're going to take it and we're going to cut on these 2 lines up here to the 6 inch score mark in the middle. Okay? Cut that one off. Okay? That one's done. So now you're left with a piece that looks like this. So you cut 1/8 of an inch off in the middle. Okay? Then we're going to take this piece. We're going to cut this 2 inch piece off. Now this one gets folded. This gets taped or glued onto this one here, so you have 2 pockets. Now, in mine, I made my little hinges over here on the side. So I took a 1 inch section, scored it in half, glued it onto here, and then glued it on my page here. So that way I can get all the way from side to side. Okay? So that way I don't lose any of my pockets. Okay? Or you can take just a small bead of glue, put it all the way around on 3 sides. Okay? This one you can do the same thing. I left this one as a faux pocket, so you can open it up and it has a pocket. Okay? So if you wanted to have this as a stationary pocket, you would apply glue to your side here and your side over here on this side, and then you would attach it to your page. Okay? If you wanted to have it as a standard pocket, but you want to get the full access of your pocket, do your 1 inch strip about the length of this pocket, not all the way down, maybe about probably about a 1/2 inch or so away from the bottom here. 1 inch wide, score down the middle, attach to here, and then attach to your page on both sides. Okay? Now for this one, you're going to bring this one up, In mine, I cut this corner here off, which you can do. You can cut that corner off, and you can place it onto your other pocket to have two pockets. Or you can make this as a flip. Just bring it down about an inch or so, leave about a half inch or so on here. Fold it down. Now you have a unique kind of fold that you can lift this up. You're going to glue this down as a pocket here so this can stay down, and then you're just going to burnish that real good so that way it folds. And what I would do is take it and flip it over this way so that way it stays together, so it will easily fold. So we're going to leave that one like that. So this one can be a flip. You can tape the edge of this over here, and then you can also stick little tags inside of here if you wanted to do that. They can't be thick tags, but so you can do that also. So that is page 3. So we're going to fold this over, and now you have page 3. Okay? Alright, page 4. We have our diagram. We need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and we have our book. So for here, this back side gets attached to page 3. Then you have a pocket, you have a flip, and then you have a pocket. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to first score at 6 inches, flip it around. You're going to score at 6 1/16 to the score line on the top half. On the bottom half, you're going to flip it over and you're going to score at 6 inches to the score line. Okay? So 6 inches across, 6 1/16 at the top, score 6 inches on the bottom. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to make a tally mark at 3 inches and a tally mark at 3 1/16. You're going to go down here to this one. You're going to make a tally mark at 3 inches and a tally mark at 3 1/16. Okay? So let's do that. To remove this, we are going to put our paper in. We're going to score at 6 inches all the way across. Okay, so we're going to flip it over. The top half, let's find this ruler. So we're going to do at the top half, we are going to make a line at, so from here it will be, well, it'll still be 6 1/16. Okay? You're going to put this over here on the bottom. Onto the score mark. 6 1/16. Okay? So what I would do is put your line at the 6 inch mark and score all the way down to the 6 inch. Okay? So this is going to be scored at 6 1/16. Okay? You're going to flip it over, and then you're going to score at 6. Okay? So basically what you have is you have a score mark at 6 inches across. Then you're going to do a score mark at 6 1/16, and then on the top half, and then on the bottom half you're going to score at 6. Okay? Now we are going to make Tally mark. We're going to put this at the 6 1/8 so we know that we got this right. Excuse me. And let's see, so we're going to do it 3 and 3 1/16. Okay, you're going to bring it down here. And you're going to do at 3 and 3 1/16. Okay, we're going to draw a line to our lines so we know where we're going to be cutting at. Okay, then I'm going to draw a line from this point to that point, so that way I know that I'm going to cut on that score mark or that score line. Okay, to the 6 1/16. All right. So now you'll have a score mark at 6 all the way across. You'll have a score mark at 6 1/16. And then you have a score mark to the middle, and then you have a score mark at 6 from the bottom to the middle. You're going to make a tally mark at 3 inches and at 3 1/16. Come down here on your score line, make a tally mark at 3 inches and 3 1/16. And then you're going to draw a line from the 3 1/16 to the 6 1/16. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to cut at the 3 inch mark. Cut at the 3 1/16 mark. Get that little piece off. Then we're going to cut on that line in the middle where we had our score mark to the 5 or the 6 1/16. Okay? So now what you're going to do, this one up here gets folded down. This one gets folded over. This one gets folded down. Now, because I see that there is a little bit of a hang up here, I'm just going to cut a little smidgen of that off. Just about 1/16 of an inch off. Just so that way it doesn't interfere with my score line. Okay? Then I'm going to fold this down. So now you have a pocket up here and you have a pocket down here. So you can glue your edges here and here, or you can make your little pocket gussets so that way you can get your full effect of your pocket, which will measure out, leaving about a 1/2 inch, a 1/4 of an inch on the bottom to the top. Take your 1 inch strip, score it down the middle and attach it to here, and then attach it to your page. Do that on both sides, and then do it here, and then on this side over here. Okay? Then you're going to fold this down, and this is going to come and fold over this way. So when you open it, this one opens this way, this one gets attached to page 4 or page 3. So this opens up here, you have a pocket, this flips up here, and you have a pocket. Okay? So page 4 is done.